present. Good morning, all of you. Today we are going to discuss how we can connect Python with MySQL. We are covering this topic. This is from chapter number 4, and this topic is actually very important for you to make project. Okay, so we will be discussing today with example like how we can do connectivity. Then after doing connectivity, means how you will connect with MySQL from your Python, then how you can create a database, then how you can create table. Then after that, if you wanted to insert any value, you wanted to delete any value, you wanted to display any specific value, you wanted to display all the values. So for that, whatever options are there, all those things we are going to discuss one by one. Okay, so those who wanted to do parallelly with me, they can do this in Python. So the very first thing that you are going to do is you are going to import mysql.connector. See, I suppose I have already explained you that you are going to install it. Otherwise, it will not work for you. So the very first thing is the library that you need is mysql.connector. Again, I'm repeating, if it is not there, then you have to install this first. Install first MySQL, then install mysql.connector in your Python, right? So once this is done, it means now we can use the functions of this. The very first thing is we are going to connect from Python to MySQL. Now how to connect? For that, inside this MySQL connector only we are having one function, that is connect. So I'm just copying this. And in this we have one function dot connect. Now within this function, we have to pass few values. Basically, we are going to write few information. The very first information is the name of the host. Name of the host means basically where your MySQL software is available, whether it is in your system only or if it is in the different system. See, currently what we are doing is we are going to use MySQL in the same system. So therefore, the very first value, that is host, will be your local host. Okay, so I will be writing here local host. It means MySQL is in the same computer. Then second argument that I need to pass is the name of the user. Now see, when we have installed MySQL in our system, that time username we have already given, that was root. Okay, this is the default username. We have not changed and we will not change also. Then after that, next is the password. Now password, for that again you have to see the spelling. It is PASSWD, not complete password. Okay, PASSWD, it is the password. And now whatever password you have given at the time of installation of your MySQL, that particular time, that password you are going to use. For example, I am using OLOPCS. Okay, so this is the password of MySQL. So actually what you have given over here, you have given here name of the user. First of all, you have given that MySQL is available in your system. Then username is root and the password is OLOPCS. Once this is done, you have given this information to the connect function. It will connect, and the connection we are going to store in any variable. So suppose I am storing in MyDB. It is your choice, anything you can use. Then once this MyDB is created, now you need a cursor. Okay, now cursor means with this MyDB you can create a cursor which will be responsible basically for taking your queries from Python till MySQL. From MySQL it is going to fetch the information and it will display to you back to the to the Python. Fine. So now to create the Python, we have one function mydb.cursor. So this is how you are going to create a cursor. Now whatever cursor you have created, you have to store it in any name. So I am using the same name, my cursor. So with this you will understand. And these lines are always fixed. Remember this thing. First is to establish the connection. Then second is to create the cursor. Now once the cursor is created, now whatever commands you are writing in the MySQL, as it is you can write over here, but with the help of one more function, that is execute. Okay, so ultimately you have to learn these three lines. after these 3 lines, you can start executing your MySQL part. For example, in MySQL, the very first thing what we do is we create the database. So you can directly write one command like mycursor dot execute. See, all things are new, but when you will do practice of these all, then you will understand. For example, I am writing here create database. This is how we are creating the database. Suppose I'm going to make project. So I'm writing here project. Okay. Or if I'm whatever project name I wanted to write. Now see, this is nothing but your command of MySQL. So in double quotes, I will be writing this command of MySQL. Now see, once you have created the database, if you will run this program again and again, one problem you will get that is you cannot create database again and again with the same name. Okay, so one time it will execute, second time you will get the error message that it is already created. So therefore, for creating this, I have to give one command that if it does not exist, then only we are going to create. For example, we will check this. First of all, we will check this in MySQL, whether it is there or not there. I have already opened MySQL also. So first we will check whether it is there or not. We are writing show databases to see the databases available. Project is already there. So I'm writing here project 1. Okay. And I will run this. Suppose I'm executing this with the name try. Then you can see over here, it has not given any error message. Okay. Plus now if I will check this query again, you can see project 1 is created. Previously it was not created, but now you can see it is created. So it means you have given command from here. Now if I will run this again, I'll get error message. Okay. Now see why I'm getting error message, because this database already exists. So because it is created already one time, I cannot create it twice or thrice. So what I need is over here, I will be writing one more instruction that if it does not exist, then only we are going to create it. So after this create database, if not exist. Okay, if not exist. So see, if it is not existing, then only it is going to create. For example, now if I will run this, we can check this. I will not get any error message, but database must have created successfully. Okay. Now see, maybe chances are there that your database is not created or connection is not created. So for that, you can write one more command. So that we'll discuss later on. But this is how you can create this. Now, once this database is created, any one of you, what we are doing, suppose if database project 1 is created, now what you are writing over here, any one of you. Once your database is created, what is the next command you use to write? No, Mantasha, yes, Khush, correct. Lavanya, no. How we are using the database? Very good, Harshi. We are going to use command. Okay, use and database name. Okay, so it means your project 1 is created. Now you have to select that particular folder. So again, the same line I'm copying and pasting so that I will not write again and again. See, Control V, then over here only use, then project 1. It means that database is selected. Okay, now after use, what you are doing? Suppose you are writing here use project 1. Then after that, what you are doing? Yes, after that you are writing create table commands. Fine, you are creating the table. So now I will create one table and then we will see. See, first we will check here. I'm writing here use project 1. It means now I'm in project 1. Then I'm writing show tables to see whether tables are there or not there. So you can see right now it is empty, no table. Now we will create table via Python. Okay, so my cursor dot execute, same command, control V, then over here. See, you can write triple quote. It is your choice that if you are writing multiple line statement, you can write it in the triple quote also. So I am writing here, same your create command, create table. Suppose I am creating STU. Then within this, I just wanted to give some values. First is I'm writing roll number, then integer type. Now you can see whatever we are doing in MySQL, we are doing over here. Now it is very simple, name, then varchar, suppose 10. Then after that, age, integer type, then average I am storing here, average of type floating point, and then over here I am giving 5,2. Okay, once this is closed, then I need to close all those triple quotes. This average I am bringing to the next line. Only for the sake of understanding, otherwise it is not compulsory. Fine, once this is done, then we are going to close this. And now we will check whether this is going to execute or no. Okay, now I will run this. See, I have not used semicolon over here, and plus this bracket I have not closed. So I need to close this bracket because after create STU, I have opened the bracket, right? So I have to close this bracket also. Now if I will run this, see, it is not showing you any error message. It means the table must have created. So we will check over here. Again, I am writing show tables. You can see STU has been created. If you wanted to see the description, the DESC of STU, you can see that this is what just now I have created, roll number, name, age, and average. And you can see over here that this is what I have created, STU, roll number, name, age, and average. I hope this is very clear to all of you that how we are going to do everything from the Python. See, I'm not writing any command in MySQL. What I'm doing, simply we are checking. The reason is because we have to check whether every command is working or not working. Now, suppose you wanted to insert anything. Okay, so again, my cursor dot execute. Then we will be writing insert query. Insert into STU. See, we will be doing so many extra things in this later on. But today what you have to understand, complete interaction of Python and MySQL. That's it. So insert into STU values. Then I am going to pass the values. Now you can see first value is of integer type roll number. Second value is name. So I'm writing anybody's name over here. Suppose Ron. Then after that, now see, we are facing one problem. Here also I'm writing in double quote. Here also I'm writing in double quote. It will not work. So this information you can write in the single quote. Okay, so that it will work. Right now we are inserting constant information. Later on we are going to discuss how to insert values taken from the user side. Okay, only for changing the line or to giving the commands in the different line, I am using triple quotes. Okay, then next information was Ron. After Ron, we have to insert the age, suppose 15, comma, then we have to insert the average, suppose 35.66. This is the average. Then I need to close the, first of all, this bracket, then these triple quotes, and then after that, my execute function. We will check this also. Okay. Now see one mistake what I am doing. I have used, when I have created database, I have used if not exist. Okay. But for this create table command, I have not used this. So again, it was giving the error that this table already exists. Means otherwise what you are doing, you are giving the command of creating this table again. So what you need to do is create table and then again, if not exist, just copy this and paste it over here. If not exist, stu, and then all these information, then simply run this. It means it has to execute. Now see, it is working without any error. It means it has been inserted over here. Now we will check select asterisk from stu. Okay, not executed. So we will check this again. Okay, now one more thing. Once we are writing any DML command means data manipulation language. After that, I need to commit this. If I will not commit this, I will be getting, see, I'm not getting over here the information. Okay, so for committing this, mydb dot commit means to make your query permanent. Now we will run this again. Okay, I have executed this and now I'm using it again. You can see this is inserted. So therefore it is compulsory that you have to commit. Commit means all the DML commands must be committed. Otherwise it will not show you the answer. I hope this is clear. Then after this, suppose, now see what problem we will be getting. Suppose if I'm going to use this again and again, every time this insert query will be executed. So every time this RON will be inserted. Okay. So that we will avoid later on. But suppose if I wanted to insert 5 records, so what I can do, these 5 records, I can give something like this. Only I need to change the value part 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Then I need to change the name Ronald H. Hannah James and Jack. Suppose these are the names. Then I'm changing their ages 12, 16, 17 and again 12. Percentage also I'm changing so that suppose if we wanted to do any queries, we will not have any problem. 67, 12 and then 90. Now suppose, after commit I'm writing over here so that at least I must get something printed in the Python also. Executed successfully. Okay, suppose I have written like this. Now see what problem I will be getting. Let me execute this. Executed successfully. Then if I will write like this, you can see Ron has been inserted twice. Okay, then I'll run this again because see actually what is going on, that insert command I'm using again and again. So now you can see automatically first was there, then again first 5 records, then again first 5 records. If I will run this again, then again next 5 records. Executed successfully. Now you can see again it is 15 records. Okay. Now anyone, what we can do to avoid this problem? Anyone, what we can do to avoid this problem? Because you know all MySQL commands, right? In insert, if not exist will not work. If not exist, we can use with the database, we can use with the table. Any other student? Any idea, roughly any idea like what we can do? Beta, if you will use commit after every insert command, it is going to make it permanent, no problem. After 5 commands also I'm writing commit, or after every line if I will write commit, then it is of no use actually. See what we can do over here is we can drop this table. Hai na? Over here only we can drop this table. It means if the table exists, better is to drop it over here only. Drop table. if exist. Okay, this time you will not write if not exist. This time you will write if exist and the table name is STU. That's it. So it means what you are doing every time, whenever you are executing your program, every time you are deleting your table first, then you are creating this table. Then you are inserting all the values. Fine. We will check this now. See, we are only learning the things. If exist spelling is wrong, we are only learning very basic things. Later on, then we are going to create the programs based on this. Executed successfully. Now you can see because there was a problem, right? So you can see now the problem has been removed. Now whenever you will execute your this program, what will happen? Every time if the database is not there, you will be creating a database. Then you are selecting your database, you are deleting your table, then you are creating your table again, then you are inserting all these 5 values in this. I hope up to here it is clear that how you can update. Now suppose I wanted to delete this. Okay, so what I'm going to write? Suppose I wanted to delete a record of Jack. So what I can do over here, I'm writing the command over here only. Delete from STU and where name is equal to, then in the single quote, it is Jack. Okay, once this is done, then we have to close the bracket and then again we are going to commit this. Remember what commit is doing? It is making your changes permanent in nature. Okay, my name DB is not defined. Just 1 second. Achha, it was my DB. So if I will run this now, executed successfully. Now you see over here, if I will run this, you can see 4 records are there. 5th record is deleted. So this is how delete will work. See, I'm not writing how you are going to take input from the user because this is today is your first day. So what you have to do, you have to simply do the practice of insert, delete and update. Only these 3 things, nothing else. Okay. Tomorrow you will get time. So you do practice of all these as much as you can do. Okay, once this is done, now updation also we will discuss. Suppose we wanted to update any query. So let me delete this and let me copy and paste this delete command only. I'm copying and pasting. And remember, this is actually very helpful for you to create your project. So see, all those students whose projects are defined or decided, finalized, they can at least make table today. Okay. And plus you are going to do practice of this and you will be sharing the screen of your practice with me later on in WhatsApp. Okay. Now, instead of delete, I wanted to do update. So I'm just removing this. Update STU set. Then suppose Ronald name I wanted to change to Harry. So set name is equal to, now again in single quote, Harry, where I need to give the command where name is equal to Ronald. Okay, now once this is done, then what we have to do is simply we are going to execute this. Executed successfully. Now we will check Python, MySQL. See, you can see over here, Ronald name is changed to Harry now. Now, any one of you, any doubt up to here? Because if I will teach you so many extra things, will be a problem for you. Better is to do practice up to here. Any one of you is still not clear with anything, then you let me know. I will repeat that topic again. And if you are 100% clear with all these topics, then it is fine. Ultimately, you have to do practice. Any topic, if it is not clear, let me know now only. And if it is all clear, at least you type so that I will understand that, okay, it is clear to all of you. Clear or not clear, that you have to type. If not clear, then topic. If clear, then fine, you can simply type clear. Yes, beta, my cursor, you have to write always. आपने cursor create करा है ना, then only you can use this function execute. Cursor के through ही execute function use में होगा आपके. अच्छा, now when you will do practice, you will get so many errors. आपको बाई कर्सर के अलावा कुछ भी लिखना है. सी व्हेन यू विल क्रिएट द कर्सर, नो वॉट एवर यू विल राइट हियर, जो नाम आपने यहाँ दिया होगा, दैट नेम ओनली यू आर गोइंग टू यूज एवरीवेयर. फॉर एग्जाम्पल हियर यू हैव गिवन IP, तो एवरीवेयर IP.execute, IP.execute. माई कर्सर वी आर राइटिंग बिकॉज फॉर इट इज ईजी फॉर अस टू अंडरस्टैंड, नथिंग एल्स. ठीक है, आप कुछ भी लिख दो, यहाँ जो लिखोगे दैट ओनली यू आर गोइंग टू यूज एवरीवेयर. And you will get so many errors, huh? Don't worry, because I know everything, so I have done very fastly, but you will get error, no problem. See this video again and again and then try to understand that how you are going to do the coding part. Okay, and we will continue this topic only later on so that we will be able to make project in future. यस मंतशा, अगर आपने यहाँ पे IP कर दिया, सपोज दिस इज व्हाट आई एम सेइंग, आपने यहाँ पे दिस इज नथिंग बट वेरिएबल नेम, नो. इफ यू आर राइटिंग ओवर हियर IP, so everywhere you are going to write IP.execute, IP.execute like this, है ना. everywhere you can change it. ठीक है, इट इज योर चॉइस. ऐसे ही MyDB के बदले सो मेनी आर राइटिंग माई डेटाबेस, पूरा का पूरा नाम. सो वेरेवर दीज आर नथिंग बट वेरिएबल ओनली यू आर क्रिएटिंग. So it is your choice, whatever you wanted to use. These are simply user friendly name, therefore we are using this. समझ में आते हैं, इसीलिए we are using this. Otherwise there is no restriction for variable name. जैसे like you are using ABCD, IJ, KL, anything you can use. Yes, any other student, any other doubt? Clear? Very good. Okay, then you do practice today and you will be sharing the screenshot of this practice. Okay, instead of this table I am giving you another table so that I will understand that you are doing practice. I am giving you another table, that is EMP is the name of the table. ID of the employee you have to store, comma, name of the employee you have to store, salary of the employee you have to store, designation of the employee. Designation means manager, clerk, team leader, like this designation, and date of joining. Okay, these all things you can write or you can take screenshot. These all things, with these all things you are going to do whatever we have done today. Okay, if you will get error, you can share your errors with me. I'll try to solve all those errors with you. Okay, then good day all of you.